Today we will be discussing about how to apply Gauss-Seidel method when there is PV buses. So previously we have studied how to apply the problem when we have slack bus and PQ buses only. So if we have a slack bus and PQ bus only, then we have to find out only V for all nodes, all buses. But when we are saying that we have slack bus, PQ bus and PV bus also. So when we have slack bus, PQ bus and PV bus, then we have to solve PQ bus, we have to find out what is V, and at PV bus we have to find out what is Q. Because at PV bus Q is unknown, and at PQ bus we have V as unknown quantities. So for this we have to find out what is the formula for V and what is the formula for Q. So now for simplicity and reduce the number of calculation which we require to do when we are using this formula Vi equal to 1 upon Yii Pi minus JQi divided by Vi star minus summation k equal to 1 to n, k is not equal to I, Yik, Vk. So out of this Yik is fixed. And this Pi minus JQi is also fixed. So these are fixed quantity for PV buses, sorry, PQ buses. So as these are fixed quantities and we are again calculating again and again, so we want to reduce these equation. So we have used Vi equal to, we know that it is magnitude of Vi and angle delta I. Or we can write it as Ei plus JFi. Ei is real part of voltage and Fi is imaginary part of voltage. And if you know that Pi minus JQi, we define some terms, Pi minus JQi divided by Yii equal to Ai. Because for PV buses, these all three quantities are fixed, where I equal to 1 to n. So for this Pi is constant, Qi is constant, and Yi is constant. We define a term Ai, that is Pi minus JQi divided by Yii. And similarly, we define Yik as Yik upon Yii, where I equal to 1 to n and k equal to 1 to n, k is not equal to I. So because this Pi minus JQi upon Yii, I defined it as Ai, and Yik upon Yii defined as Bik. And because these are fixed quantities, so now your equation will reduce to Vik plus 1 equal to Ai upon Vik star minus summation k equal to 1 to I minus 1 bik vk k plus 1 minus summation k equal to I plus 1 to n bik vk k. और क्योंकि k we have used, तो you can use it r plus 1 and r. If you remember, these are the term for which we have done the calculation, and these are the term for which we have not done the calculation. So I minus 1 will be new terms and I plus 1 to n will be old terms. So this equation will be reduced to this, where this bik and ai are fixed quantities. So we don't require to again and again compute these terms. Now this is for PV bus. When we have PQ bus, your formula for PQI is summation, minus imaginary part of VI star summation k equal to 1 to n yik vk. So qi r plus 1 will be minus imaginary part of VIR star summation k equal to 1 to I minus 1 or R equal to 1 to I minus 1 yik vk r plus 1 plus vi r summation r equal to I plus 1 to n I to n yik vk r. So this will be imaginary part of this term. Now delta I we have calculated, and it can be calculated from voltage. So delta I k plus 1, r plus 1 will be equal to angle of VI r plus 1. That means angle of AI r plus 1 divided by VIR star minus summation k r equal to 1 to I minus 1 BIK VK r plus 1 minus summation k equal to I minus 1 sorry, I plus 1 to n BIK VKR. And AIR plus 1, because we are talking about PQ buses, sorry, PV buses. So that means PV buses, V is known, but Q is not known. So your AI will not constant, it will be changing. That will be PI minus J QI R plus 1 divided by YII. So this equation is written as QI equal to summation K equal to 1 to n FP E FI EK GPQ plus FQ, sorry, IK FK BIK minus EI FK GIK minus EK BIK, where VI is EI my plus J FI and YIK is GIK minus J BIK. So this is the formula which will be used for PV buses, and this is the formula used for PQ buses. These are the formulas you have to remember. So now if we want to apply this Gauss-Seidel method, तो सबसे first calculate YIK matrix या Y bus matrix. Complete Y bus matrix calculate करो. Then select flat voltage profile at PQ buses, at slack bus and PV bus voltage is known. Then we will set iteration count K equal to 1. So first we will calculate Y bus for the system, and then we will select a flat voltage profile at PQ buses, and at slack buses and PV buses, voltage is already known quantity. So we will set iteration count by 1, then set bus count I equal to 1. Then we have to check for first is slack bus, then we have to check for PQ bus, and then we have to check for PV bus. If we have slack bus, then we have to do no calculation and increase bus count by 1. If it is a slack bus, we have to directly reach to the last stage where we will increase the bus count by 1. And if it is a PQ bus, and if it is a PV bus, if it is a PQ bus, then we have to calculate voltage and if it is a PV bus, then we have to calculate Q at that bus. So for voltage, we have formula of VI K plus 1. And for this also we have formula QI K plus 1. But when we calculate QI K plus 1, we have to check that maximum and minimum limits are not or are followed. If not, then we have to set QP equal to Qmax or QI equal to Qmax or QI equal to Qmin. If QI is less than QI minimum, and if QI is greater than QI maximum. So when we are doing only this part, slack bus and PQ bus, it is much simplified because we have to only calculate voltages at all the buses. But if we have P bus also, then your algorithm will be slightly modified. And first we have to calculate what is QI K plus 1. And if calculated, then we have to check that the maximum and minimum limits are not violated. Else we have to set them at minimum value or maximum value as per the condition. I'm sharing with you the algorithm for Gauss-Seidel method. If we have PQ bus, PV bus in the system, so you can see that initial part will be same as that of the system when there is no PV buses. So it will be start, read in system data and formulate the nodal admittance matrix. That means we will calculate what is Y bus matrix, and then we will be assuming a bus voltage I plus J0, that means flat voltage profile at all the buses except the PV bus and slack bus, and then we will set iteration count by k equal to 0. Now we will compute AP for all the load buses and B PQ for all the buses. And then we will set convergence criteria, set bus count P equal to 1. Then we will check for slack bus. If it is a slack bus, then we will reach directly advance bus count by P plus 1. That means we don't want to calculate something. And then we have to check if it is a PV bus. That means generator bus. If it is a generator bus, then we have to calculate Q, else we will be reaching directly to the voltage calculation. That means for PQ bus, directly we will be calculating the voltage. And if it is a generator bus, then we will be replace temporary VP by VP specified, but phase angle as in this iteration. That means the VP magnitude is specified, we will use that, and angle, that is the calculated VP angle, we will take. Then calculate the phase angle of voltage cos delta P and sin delta P, and evaluate adjusted voltage EP, that is magnitude of VP specified cos delta P, and FP equal to VP specified sin delta P. Then we will calculate reactive power, that is QP, by the formula which we have derived. And then if it QP is less than QP minimum, then we have to replace QP by QP minimum. Else, if QP is greater than QP max, then we have to replace QP by QP max. And now we will replace VP by VP specified. And then we will evaluate AP, that is PP minus JQP upon VPP. And on the basis of this, we will calculate the voltage at that equation. And then we will calculate change in voltage. And then we will replace VPK by VPK plus 1. And then we will advance the bus count P equal to P plus 1. And then if all the buses are taken into account, then we will evaluate the largest change. Or if all the buses are not taken into consideration, then we will go for next bus and again check for slack bus, PV bus, PQ bus, and then do the accordingly. And if we will evaluate delta max, largest change in the voltage, and if it is less than the specified limit, then your answer is reached. Else we will again go for iteration and solve the. So this is how we will be solving a system. This is a flow chart of this. Generally it is asked in the question, draw the algorithm and flow chart of Gauss-Seidel method, or it may be a numerical on that. So for summarizing, the formulas which you have to remember: AI, that is Pi minus JQI divided by YII. First formula which you have to remember. Then BIK is yik upon yii. That is your second formula. Then Vi equal to magnitude of Vi angle delta I, or it is Ei plus J Fi. That is your third formula. And Bik is G Ik minus J Bik. That means fourth formula. Sorry, B. Or we will give it some other name, that is Cik. So that is Gik minus Bik. That is your next formula. And then Vi R plus 1. It will be Ai upon Vi R star minus summation k equal to 1 to I minus 1 Bik Vik R plus 1 minus summation k equal to I plus 1 to n Bik Vik. Sorry, Vir. And then Qi will be summation k equal to 1 to n Fi Ek Gik plus Fk Bik minus Ei Fk Gik minus Ek Bik. So these are the formulas 5, and this is your 6. These are the 6 formula which you have to remember for solving any power flow or load flow analysis. If these formulas are known to you, then it is not a big issue how to apply this. And if you don't remember this formula, then there will be complexity how to solve and how to use this and how to solve with the help of Gauss-Seidel method. So these are the formulas which you have to remember. These are the terms which are specified to reduce calculations, because these terms are already fixed, they are not changing. That means if we use these, then it will reduce our calculations. If not, you can use VIR plus 1 equal to 1 upon YII PI minus JQI divided by Vi star minus summation k equal to 1 to n. K is not equal to I, or we will say that I minus 1 YIK VK R plus 1 minus summation k equal to I plus 1 to n YIK VK R and QI R plus 1 equal to minus imaginary part of VI R star summation K equal to 1 to I minus 1 YIK VK R plus 1 plus VI R star summation K equal to I to N YIK VKR. These are the two direct formulas, and these are the formulas which will reduce the calculation, because these are the terms which are fixed and we don't want to recalculate these terms again and again. So this will reduce our task. And if not, if you cannot remember these formulas, you can remember these two formulas only. That is VI R plus 1 and QI R plus 1. These are general formula. Then we can solve this and find out. It is not specified that you cannot use this formula or you have to use these formulas. These are standard methods. If you want to reduce your calculation task, because when we are performing these on computers, then we want to reduce our calculation time. So if we want to reduce our calculation and memory storage in computers, then these are the methods which will reduce your calculation, because now only some of the term will change. All other terms will remain fixed. So it will not require much memory when you are using in computers or calculators. So this will reduce the task by significant amount. But if you don't want to use, you can directly use this formula. They are not wrong. They are right. They are correct. So this is how we will be applying Gauss-Seidel method for load flow analysis.